I'm just gonna start super aggro. Hello and welcome to the Modcast. I'm here with Toast.
Apparently they can't hear me now.
I'm here with Zen,
Hello.
and I'm here too. We're all back together. I suck at Knuckles. Deal with it. Go. Start Zen.
Yeah, you weren't doing so great at
Should have played
Knuckles.
Sonic Adventure. Like, come on, dude. Like, Sonic 3 and Knuckles is, like, amazing, but come on, man.
I should have played in my element.
All right. Anyway, so for global version, the only big thing that I know that's going on right now is they just Dokkan all the Super Saiyan 2 Gokus at the same time, which they didn't do in Japan,
They
and
also,
future Gohan as well, I believe.
Wow, that cuts down a lot of stuff. Really? Is it all of them at the same time?
I think so. Yeah, I've seen a lot of
yeah,
pictures of the physical one, which came later. So
they Dokkan all 3 and Future Gohan.
I mean, it makes sense. All Super Saiyan 2 should just all be together. I don't know why they did it so separately in Japan, other than they kind of wanted to.
well, in Japan they followed the order of the winners, I think.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Go just said A, screw it, it'll do it.
Actually, no, they didn't. Because the last ones we got were the intelligent Gohan and the strength Vegeta, and I think they got second and third place.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know why Japan. I'm gonna. Maybe it was to the Super Saiyan 2 Gokus were like of the crop of them, basically kind of the best of the bunch, right? Like everyone got a
Yeah.
like. It's arguable to say the rest, but I would say that Super Saiyan 2 Gokus have the most use out of them. So I guess in Japan, so you would pull on separate ones. They kind of spread them out. So
That
Global's,
makes sense.
yeah. So Global's just like screw it. Here, have them all, and also future Gohan. He can be here too.
I
I
mean,
also got Wuhan, so that's cool.
yeah. Well, I guess we didn't really talk about Buhan.
No, I
I
talked
don't
about.
remember. I don't
I
remember
talk.
all of what happened in the Sonic and Knuckles video because I was too busy being appalled at the gameplay.
I
Okay.
don't know if I watched that video.
All right. Fuck you both. I talked about Boone, but we could just go.
Hey, I'm not the one trashing your skills here.
At least he watched it. We can talk. We can talk about Buhan. The only thing I
Hey,
mentioned was
school's
that I
busy.
that Buhan is a god lead. He's int and he's real good.
He's
Things are all
basically
accurate.
the team.
Yeah, he's the main beat stick of most intelligent teams. Still
Well,
You
not
kind of.
can,
anymore. Not in Japan anymore.
Yeah, in Japan they finally got some more dudes in there, but for a long while it felt like Wuhan was like the team that was the joke, right? Intelligence can beat any team. It just takes them like an hour.
Yeah, because Buhan's the only actual good card on the team.
Yeah, yeah.
All
Rebirth.
right, so
next
we
should be Golden Frieza, if I recall correctly, which
correct.
might not even be a good banner from past history of banner edits.
We'll see. I'm hoping that
I mean, I do hope they get like God tanks and stuff on the Golden Frieza banner, but I mean, we also hope they'd get Super Vegito.
Well, I think the only reason they did that was to put him in that Christmas banner so that
yeah.
people would pull on it.
It seemed my guess was that they didn't want people going for Super Vegito and Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, then being extremely angry when that new banner came out where it was cheaper and a cheaper chance to get them.
Also, Japan kind of did the same thing.
Yeah.
They had that the Trunks Vegito Blue and Merge Zamasu and Rose was nowhere to be seen, and then the next fancy New Year's banner had Rose as the headliner.
Yeah.
So I think it was just to put some more appeal into the special banners.
I
Definitely.
don't want to talk about that banner.
I don't want to talk about it either. Actually.
I do. It did me pretty good.
Well,
It took me a long time to get Merge Zamasu.
I
Oh,
was more
that banner. Oh, that banner was okay to me. I was talking about the New Year's banner. That one
no,
was nice to me.
no, New
Oh
Year's
yeah,
banner
that's pretty good.
gave me the only Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta that does not Dokkan. The tech
The
one.
tech one,
The
really?
tech one. He joins with
Really?
my. He's there with my physical, both just disappointing me in my box.
I got my first multi on the New Year's banner was 2 Gogetas and a Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks.
God.
My second one was absolute trash. It was the strength Super Spirit Bomb Goku and Eighth
Oh
Vegeta.
no, I
Yeah,
don't.
so that one was brutal. But then my last one had Super Vegito in it, so it was all
Hey,
good by me.
that's pretty good. That's better
A
than my
lot of dupe
wonderful.
paths got opened up that day.
It was a wonderful New Year's. Yeah, that's
Yes.
Yeah. Golden Freeze is coming up for global. We don't really know the ordering anymore because now they've officially just said fuck it. We'll go
Yeah,
at
have
any
you
time.
noticed that they've just started to be like, you know what, just fuck this. We're
Yeah,
just gonna do whatever.
it's like, oh, Fusions is next. Oh, we don't give a shit. Just give them the Super Saiyan 2 Gokus. We'll deal with
Oh,
those
can we
assholes
talk
later.
about how the Universe 6 banner is so bad they had to make it an old Kai banner?
Yeah, I kind of mentioned it,
Wait, they
but
did?
yeah, they did. Yes, let's talk about it because
Oh
I
my
mentioned it.
god.
It's so good. It was so. They,
It's the funniest thing
No.
in the
it's
world.
been demoted to trap status.
That banner is so shitty that they had to give away Elder Kai's just to hope that someone would actually pull on it.
That is the most.
Oh no.
It's so good for one of two reasons. One, they realize it's bad, and two, that is the ultimate disrespect to the devs at the Japanese side, where they're like, "Your banner is shit. The only way anyone's gonna pull on this is if we give them an Elder Kai. That's about it." Oh, that that
I
might
didn't know that. Oh my god.
that I that banner, not including the test of time, is maybe the worst banner to ever be released. Right?
You mean like in comparison to how good everyone was at the time the banner came out?
Yes. Like
Oh god, yeah.
yeah. Like
That banner was trash.
we make fun of banners that only have like one card in them, like the black one, but at least black is a solid unit. That banner had Hit, Champa, the
No,
Forgotten.
it didn't even have
It
Champa.
didn't have Champa, so no Champa. It had the Forgotten Super Saiyan Blues, three
Yep.
Frosts, all SR.
Well, actually, no, because the first time it came out, it only had Final Form Frost, which isn't even the best SR Frost.
No, it's not. That's oh
I
my god.
think that banner only had, these were the featured units on that goddamn banner.
All right.
The only two Super Saiyan Blues that will never Dokkan now.
Yep.
Hit,
No,
Botamo, Magetta, and Final Form Frost.
I should also mention they actually added like they sneak release an STR Super Saiyan Blue Goku at some point that I had forgotten about. So let's
Oh, the
say
normal clothes one. Yeah.
yes. So that's another Super Saiyan Blue that will never Dokkan. Just
Well, it's
add him to
funny
the
that
pile.
he won't he probably won't Dokkan, but they made him like about as good as the Dokkan version of the Vegeta anyway.
That's silly. The game balance of this game is silly.
Yeah, it's not very good.
The balance is about to go down the drain, Rip.
Yeah.
Oh god, yeah, that's coming. Let's get through global before we all start drinking ourselves to death over
Yeah.
what's on the horizon in Japan.
Yeah. I will say before we move on from global, now that we've brought up making that banner an Elder Kai thing, maybe had some more respect for global, just because it's the most sick burn on Japan that I've ever seen, and they so rarely ever get to do it.
It
It's
was an
true.
Elder Kai banner on JP actually. I just checked.
Was it? No way.
Yeah, I'm on the summons and it has the Elder Kai on the right side.
In the
Here,
Japan.
Oh,
I'll put it in the chat. Yeah,
rip, Japan dissed itself.
yeah,
Damn.
check it out, dude.
I think I got screwed over because I didn't get no goddamn Elder Kai.
You pulled on that?
I think. Did I pull on this?
You have that physical Goku and you've had him for a long time. You had to
Fuck.
get him from
No,
somewhere.
I did a single. Okay. So I did a
It
single on
features.
this, and I was still disappointed because I wanted the Piccolo, but this was before In Piccolo came out. Alright, fine. Maybe this is just a sick burn on the entire Universe 6 arc.
You mean when the best card is probably the farmable
Ka-
Tech Kaba?
Yeah, because he's Super Saiyan. So that just lines up with Dokan's rhetoric.
All
Not
right.
wrong.
Anyway,
Either way, global.
Global Golden Freeze is coming next. Get
Oh,
kind of excited because he's not that good.
because he has no
But
weakness.
but Go Tanks is really good, and please
Yeah,
don't.
get really excited for another chance at Gotenks because that's the only reason you're actually pulling.
Yeah. I've actually
Uh,
Yes.
recently. No, never mind. I think I just want Golden Frieza because he has a special place in my heart.
because he has no weaknesses.
Basically, I think that's only the reason. It's the same reason I keep Murasaki around.
He carried me through with my tech team on my old account, so I gotta give him a bit of praise.
Exactly. when there was two.
I mean, he's okay. You just look at all the other gods and the demigods, and you're like, what the fuck is Golden Frieza doing
Yeah.
Yeah,
with all
but
these
it's like
guys?
100% leads aren't bad. Like use them; they're really good. But if you got the 3 key 70%, that's way better.
Yeah. Definitely. All right. I think we can move on to Japan now.
All right, so Japan got the long-awaited, the long circle jerk Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. He's finally here.
I thought you were gonna say Boss Rabbit, and I was about to agree with you.
Well,
Oh yeah, he's here too, and he should have
here.
been a LR Dokkan Fest, but
Can
no.
we point out that he's here and he's a harder fight than Vegeta is?
Yeah, that was the one thing I wanted to say is that Boss Rabbit is way more fucking sick with it in terms of fighting. Mainly,
Yeah, Rabbit is kind of a fucking chore,
I'll
and
say
Vegeta just melts to anybody.
I'll say they have equally good SA animations. One does like a Jojo punch, and the other one turns you into a carrot. So
And then you just start getting hurt. It has like hit marks around you as a carrot.
just like the launch super, something happens that is reminiscent to their character, and then you just get damaged. Well, let's start with
So
Vegeta because he's the need to save time for Boss Rabbit.
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
So Vegeta came out. He was a little bit overhyped when he came out. Surprise, surprise! Fucking shocking that Vegeta got overhyped in any way. There was a lot of talk about how he is going to easily outdamage Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks.
Wait, really?
Yeah, that actually we can blame Zahal a little bit for that one.
Okay. This is another
Don't we
one
just
of
blame him
those.
for everything already?
Oh,
He did some calculations with some incorrect math that did put him stronger than Gotenks if those calculations were correct, but they weren't.
you know,
Ew, now.
So he turns out to be a little bit stronger damage-wise than Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. Not like crazily strong. I mean, he's a really good card.
before we get into any crazy critiques over the guy, it's a solid ass unit. It's kind of been following with the tradition of he's so good that if he's your favorite character, he's way easily playable. It doesn't even matter
Oh
what
yeah,
kind of team.
for sure.
That's the awesome way. Any like critiques we are is like literally he's standing on the mountain of giants and he's comparing to other extremely strong. But if all you care about is having a super powerful Vegeta, he is a super fucking powerful Vegeta.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. They did, I'll say, right by Vegeta fans by giving them something to be a beat stick with. And all the other Dokans are pretty alright too.
Yeah, they're all pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm just happy this subreddit can shut up. Thank God.
No, I saw someone
just gonna-
saying, no, they've moved on to LR Vegeta, which we will
Only a matter of time.
which we will get in 2 years.
To be fair, they were already.
When I
on
get my
about
LR Boss
Vegeta.
Carrot, you can start talking about LR Vegeta.
Okay. But yeah, there's also been words of LR Vegeta since LR Goku came out. That was just
Yep, he
because.
was generally the one that everyone was like, well, he's obviously going to be next.
And then
And
they swerved them
then-
with the androids.
Like, oh, it'll be him this time, guys. Come on. And it's Piccolo.
Then it was Frieza.
And next it's gonna be Bulma.
Can we talk about how the androids got an LR before Frieza?
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that.
Like Frieza was in the pipeline, like he was the planned one, and they're like, well, let's do the androids first.
They're like, well, we need a shitty event to go with Frieza first. So let's just release the androids first because we already have their events out there. People can farm those pretty easy. They were right.
Yeah, that Frieza event fucking blows.
Yeah, it blows.
LR
pretty
Goku
hard.
2, Electric Fuck You. Yeah, it was awful.
I modded my way through it here.
Yeah, everybody did, because no one's doing that shit again.
But,
And everyone's like,
but-
oh, you can't, like,
Please
you're
don't
wrong if
brag.
you mod for LRs. It's like, you want to do that? Like, do you want to sit there and grind for, like, 5 years? I don't.
no,
I got a life to live.
I got Boss Rabbit to grind.
I got Jojo to read. I don't got time for this.
Let's go back to Vegeta because we have not talked about that event at all.
The unfortunate thing is there's not that much to talk about. He's weak to the goddamn
Gourmet
the healing
Dinosaurs,
link
I
that
think.
only Beerus and Whis have.
and Champa.
Yeah.
Does Champa have it too?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, well, no one's using Champa anyway.
It's true.
And
It's
but, like,
basically another, they throw all these forms at you with large health bars.
But not as like there was a significant like he's not as hard as the previous dudes. Like
No,
in terms of Dokkan festivals, this actually makes me think that he was planned way earlier. 'Cause he's like around Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken levels, but
I
slightly
think he's even
less.
easier than that.
Yeah, he is easier than that.
Oh yeah.
So this kind of makes me feel like they legit did have him planned out, and then they were like, "No, we have to go somewhere else," because that's the only explanation as to why he's so weak in terms of like Dokkan Fest bosses. Like even someone like Zack, who is, you know, a decent fight. At least supers like 3 times in one turn. So he even if you like debuff him, he can still do a ton of damage to you.
Zach has merged Zamasu, by the way, for anyone who
We
is
know,
curious.
yeah,
We call him Zach. It's the
it's
best.
the canon name. It's what Funimation's gonna be using.
Wokey's patented name.
Yeah, Zack, the combination of Black and Zabuza.
I think they use Zamas for the English translation, but who gives a crap about that? It's Zamasu.
Yeah, it's Zack. But yeah, he
But
feels
yeah,
like
and that's an
super
interesting
easy.
point because it kind of ties into what I was saying about this banner, that it's very obviously only here to get you to vomit up your stones before the anniversary comes around because everyone's been waiting for it.
Kind of,
Oh yeah.
So I wonder, that's a good. Do you think they made it a long time ago and they were just sitting on it until they really needed people to start emptying out their stone count?
yeah.
It's like I feel like it could have come out like before like Vegeta Blue and Rose, but they were like, no, this is like way too hype. Release that money.
Yeah, yeah, you have to remember that this is he's the intelligence demigod. That he should have been. The weird thing is that Broly was released basically right beside Super Vegito, so that would mean
Literally right beside Super Vegito.
yeah. So there was no, I guess in their mind there was no like actual pattern to follow because the pattern would have been to release Buhan and Super Saiyan 3. They did do that. No, it was like 2 weeks apart. But still, like he should have been way earlier in the rotation. It feels like because the boss is just too easy, and the banner feels like I've done better dumb photoshops for you guys, and that banner doesn't look like it was.
That banner is so bad.
No, it
Oh
doesn't.
It's
yeah.
atrocious.
It's not a good Photoshop job. It doesn't even try. It's like
They-
it looks like Vegeta's best hits album.
It really does look like someone who would post like an image link on Reddit and be like, "I made this banner for the Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta Dokkan Fest. What do you guys think?" And then the comments just fucking tear it apart. Like, this is awful. If they ever do this, the game's dead. It looks so bad.
Yeah.
it really does.
Why
And
in the hell is Buhan not on the banner picture?
why isn't they buried the lead where I had to look in there and see like if Janemba was in it because Janemba's the only intelligent unit I currently want. And he's in it, but now I feel like I shouldn't go for him because there's a bunch of fucking Vegetas hanging around that I don't want.
Bunch of fucking Vegetas in the
Because
water.
it's like one of them, like two of them are usable, the others are just there.
The one's usable for World Tournament at least. Strength one is the one that probably got the most like he doesn't really go with the team, so he's kind of use him if you like him, the kind of thing.
Yeah.
Um,
Can we talk about one thing? Gohan, Janemba, and Buhan aren't like permanent events while the banner's up. What is with that?
I think it's because we're currently going through a rotation and stuff.
It's like
It
I
is.
get that, but it's like it's always been. It's like, oh, if these characters are featured, hey, we'll keep the events up. But it's like, no, you gotta wait.
I'm gonna guess maybe that was why it's only Vegeta's because they didn't want them to be permanently up there. They're
They
just
didn't even want Buhan and Janemba and Gohan in the banner.
no, and it would be
Classic,
nice to have
like
constant
Chris Spinner.
Buhan because you're gonna be grinding for that SA as well.
Yeah,
I kind of agree
it's
with
like
you, Zen. This does feel like a stopgap.
Yeah,
Like
it's just like the banner looks like shit. The card is okay, but he's not, breaking any worlds. He's a good card, but he's not overpowered or anything.
great for fans,
His
similar to
Yeah,
Aurelie.
yeah. His event is super easy in comparison to like everything that we've had up to this point.
Yeah,
It really feels like they said, you know what? Everyone really wants this card. Let's hold it until right before we do something really big. So
yeah,
they'll empty out their stones and they'll have to get more when we do something really big.
yeah. Basically, it's weird. what a weird event. This is actually a case of Vegeta should have been way sooner. Like people were right. If this was the event, he should have been way sooner.
Yep.
If he was out way sooner, he'd be like insanely good compared to like the cards around that time.
It's true.
Well, define way sooner. I don't
Well,
think he's
around Super.
exceptionally better than
I
Kyle
guess like
Sensei at
around
all.
Kyle. I guess like just in terms of like what teams he's used on, I guess, and stuff.
I guess he would need to be once Super Saiyan Blue, Vegito came out. There would probably have been more, like justification for a lot of people going, no, Super Saiyan Blue Vegito is better. When in the beginning, when Super Saiyan Blue Vegito came out, it was a definite like, Rose is secretly OP and Super Saiyan Blue Vegito is really great with some caveats. Mainly, for some reason, we looked away and heroes were not as amazing as we remembered, or villains got just really savage at some point. Man, that's the Vegeta event.
Yeah, it's exciting because of you've been waiting for it, and then not exciting because of everything else about it.
Yeah,
It's there.
if you were a Vegeta fan, this was basically your Independence Day, and then everyone else is kind of like France or something, and we're kind of looking, going like, okay, blow up some shit,
Good
fun.
good for you guys. We're gonna wait for the good stuff.
Yeah, okay, great. When's that
Bastille Day.
anniversary coming?
We're waiting.
I guess we should move on to that, shouldn't we?
Well, we should
Let's
move.
do the true god of this game,
Yeah.
Boss Rabbit first. Monster
Oh, yeah.
Carrot.
Yeah, Monster
How
Carrot.
could I forget our Lord and Savior?
In case anyone forgot, because no one watched Dragon Ball as a case by O'Reilly, Boss Rabbit was a villain in Dragon Ball who showed up for literally maybe 5 minutes.
Can finally defeat Beerus.
Yes, whose main ability was when he touched you, you turned into a carrot. And he turned Bulma into a carrot. And then Goku sent his ass to the moon.
Put him on the fucking moon.
And, and then, but first asked him to release Bulma. And then put him on the moon. And then when people were asked, like, hey, that's fucked up, you put him on the moon. He's like, I'll get him later. And he never did.
Never did.
And then the moon got blown up.
By Jackie
Twice.
Chun. And then they died on the moon.
And in this case, somehow they get revived. They got blown up again by Piccolo.
Didn't
Yeah.
he leave them on the moon making marshmallow rabbits?
Yes. Well, it's a joke based off of like I think a Japanese story, like similar, because people sometimes forget that Dragon Ball was based off of Journey to the West, so a lot of their stories were kind of like they would interweave other Japanese fairy tales in there as well. And Boss Rabbit, in the context of currently Dragon Ball Z, seems like a real fucking weird thing, but back then was like, no, he's just another like kid story that Goku has to fight now. But yeah, Boss Rabbit. So he came out, and he's now. There's no easy way to say this because this all feels like I made this up in a weird fan fiction. Boss Rabbit has been released, and if you fight him, you get medals to Dokkan Awaken the Bulma from the DB banner.
Yep.
And the only
Dragon
issue
Ball
is
Bulmas.
it's like an LR event.
It is.
So
You get random medal drops from Boss Rabbit, and guess what? Both Bulmas need 77 fucking medals.
And you can get as few as 3.
I've gotten them. Trust me. That is what a weird fucking event. It is like fan service that punches you in the nuts. Because
Yeah, because the fight's kind of super fucking annoying.
yeah, unless you're using physical Kid Goku, that fight is stupid. Or you're using a nuke lead. So here's your reason for physical Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. This is why they Dokkaned him, is for this fucking Boss Rabbit event. And
Yeah, because the only card that does normal damage is fucking Kid Goku, of which there has never been a good one ever.
No. After using all different elements of Kid Goku's, all of them are kind of bad. The only difference is that physical is SR. That's the reason he's bad. Yeah. Like, the devs were like, Boss Rabbit should be able to take a full frontal blast to the face from Gogeta, something Janemba literally just looked at and died to.
But Boss Rabbit he's another tier. He's a whole tier up.
Yes, he is borderline joke character territory with Aurelie. But I feel like Aurelie was more balanced than he is.
The Arale fight was way easier than this is.
Yes, he is literally the hardest boss fight in the entire game. If he had more than one bar, he would be borderline. Like if he did damage, like that's the balance is that he barely does any damage to you, but it's like literally just fighting a wall and punching it. As also just for the fun of it, he'll sometimes turn your orbs into rabbit carrots, rabbit
Yeah, just to
carrots.
fuck with you.
Yeah, just to fuck with you. And even and man, the worst thing about it is that those bomas a Dokkan and they don't even get woman warrior. The one link I would actually use them for, they don't get. So the one thing I'll say that's kind of interesting about Boss Rabbit is that at least it feels like they're maybe experimenting with Dokaning some of those DB units. I don't know.
Could
Oh,
be
can we talk
interesting.
about how Ape Kid Goku is not even usable in the event
No, Ape, you can't because he's too good.
So you can
because he's
only
even
use
remotely
one Kid
decent?
Goku, and you
Yes.
only have one unit who can do actual damage.
Also, Bunny Boma joins up with you just to really like sink that in. In case you were thinking, I'll just use double Broly. Nope, your other team member is a Boma. Good luck
It's
to you.
literally the only option. The friend menu comes up, and it's just that. It's just Bunny Bulma. That's all
And
you've got.
Yeah.
there's an intelligence version of that Boma, but they thought that'd be better to give you the tech one.
Yes.
What does the Ant one even do for a leader skill?
Plus 2 key compared
Oh,
to 25% up, but still I would rather take some key over some attack.
uh,
Yes.
oh.
As we've this meta has already been kind of established, key is important. So Boss Rabbit is literally one of the hardest events. Literally impossible if you don't have Kid Goku. If you don't have the physical one farmed up, he's a real big pain in the ass. He takes longer to fight than Vegeta. I don't know what the hell the devs are doing. Maybe this is all just a big ploy to get Boss Rabbit to be the 2 year anniversary. In which case,
I'm fine with that.
in which case, me and Toast will be happy with that, and the rest of the sub will burn.
I was happy with the Riley. I'll be happy with this.
Can I just point out that as someone who is a well-known Vegeta hater, that the fact that Boss Rabbit's event is pretty significantly harder than Vegeta's makes my day.
Oh yeah, it's wonderful.
It's the greatest thing for me ever.
I want to say all three of us came to this realization at the exact same time. Because I want to say all three of us have made that exact statement in the mod chat at one point. It is
I don't necessarily hate Vegeta, but it's like I'm happy to see that there is a joke event that is way harder.
yeah. Uh, actually, do I hate Vegeta? Depends on the day.
Eh,
Currently on hate, but
I
grudge
like
over
him
the.
better than Goku, but that's
I
about it.
know. I love Goku.
yeah, Goku's great.
I
Goku's
mean, I like Goku. I don't know. I liked Vegeta a bit more,
Goku's like
just a tiny bit.
is like the dumbest '80s wrestler that you never knew you liked. That isn't the Macho Man, but he's like one tier below in terms of intelligence and one tier less in terms of smack talk. There you go. That's my feelings on Goku. So yeah,
Fair enough.
that's the Boss Rabbit event. It's fucking weird. That's the only
Yeah,
way
if you
to
want to
describe
grind
it.
for like 6 days to Dokkan some Bulmas that really aren't very good, then
Yeah,
that's the Boss Rabbit event.
that's so me and Nurse just doing that. I guess maybe this was an event to punish me and Nurse in that
I
sense.
did it because I have a so I was farming, like I was gonna get 144 just because it's like I guess I'm gonna stick with this account if I do world tournaments I'll Dokkan 'em.
Mhm.
And it's like I actually had unknowingly I had Bunny and Bulma in my box. And I was like, oh, this actually works out. But yeah, that event is a giant pain because you only have one unit who does actual damage, and even people like Gogeta only do like 3k on a super.
Yeah, it's
I think that event really was just to punish Wokey because he had gotten everything that he wanted in that Arale festival.
might as
And they're like,
well.
you need to bring this guy down a little bit.
I may as well just release footage to the site of me playing the Boss Rabbit event while Nuclear plays in the background. Because that's what it feels like. This is my Metal Gear Solid 5 where everything has gone wrong. Everything I love is dying around me. I have an eye patch for
Pun-
some reason.
Punished Wokey.
Exactly. Um, But yeah, that's basically. No, wait. There's a Twitter
I
event
know I
going
want
on,
to play
right?
Metal Gear Solid. There is a Twitter event going on that we basically blew through within 3 hours,
Yeah, we did
Well, then
do
they
that.
made a second one,
and we're never gonna get to the
and we're
final
never gonna
recording.
get to it because it's a ridiculously huge amount of retweets.
I
It's
mean,
But
obviously, it's like it seems like it's an obvious joke, but I think it'd be hilarious if we made it.
well,
I just want to see everyone's reaction.
mainly because people are gonna get a bunch. If they don't have the, but if you don't know, it's like at 53,000,
Yeah,
530,000.
530,000 retweets, and they will give us 53 first form tech freezes.
Yes.
which basically, if you already farmed the Int one, screw you.
Yeah, that's a big screw you.
It's
Uh,
nice for pop-up points, but I mean, it's like I guess a lot of people probably don't need that.
probably. But obviously it's a joke based on the power level. But I kind
Yeah,
of
that's first form Frieza's power
yeah,
level.
I kind of wish we did make it only because now the devs have to go. Well, fuck, we're gonna have a bunch of new people coming in. We only give you 20 to box space. What are we gonna do? They're
No,
little
didn't they up that recently through that
no.
tutorial thing?
But still,
Yeah, they
50, 53 is too much. At best, you start with maybe 50. And then not counting the cards that you get from multi summons, and then all of a sudden you look in there and you're like, oh man, let me just select all. Suddenly you have 53 freezes in there, and you have no idea what to do because now you can't do anything. And you're like, do I have to get rid of these freezes? I guess. And then you just start selling them because you're new, and then you look up what you need to do with these freezes, and you're like, oh my god, I'm terrible. So you re-roll, and then you re-roll, and you realize that you
That
re-
they're back anyway.
no, that it turns out that that event is already passed, and you can't get those freezes again. And you lost your first account, and you're like, only thing you got now is like intelligence Vegeta, and you're like, shit,
I
what
don't
did
want
I do
that.
with my life?
No one wants Vegeta.
Did the devs think of this as I just did in like 2 seconds ago?
Maybe we can't speak Japanese. And I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I mean, I obviously don't work for Bandai.
It's been made pretty obvious that I think Bandai steals my dreams at night. Youth
I
dreams.
uh, I can't confirm or deny any claims. I am only getting paid 20 Dragon Stones a day.
It's not much in the
Pretty
grand
little,
Yeah,
yeah.
pays terrible, but I mean,
in the grand scheme of things.
it's easy. Just tell people to play Dokkan.
You've been doing a great job of that. Not telling people, please don't play this game, it ruined your life.
Oh yeah, like speaking of that, I've had like a few IRL friends who just wanted to play. I was like, please don't.
I
It is a terrible game.
I
Just
ac-
don't.
I accidentally got a coworker to play because I was talking.
Wokey monster.
I know, but I was like playing and I was like, oh, I play this DBZ game and it's on the phone. He's like, oh, really? That's interesting, huh? Let me download it. And I wanted to say no, don't download it because you're just gonna be kind of confused. And then I have to explain to you why I like this game that feels kind of busted, and I
And
don't.
trash.
Yeah, and Entrapped, which I don't feel like it's currently 4 o'clock in the morning, and I don't feel like talking about the mechanics of DBZ Dokkan at 4 o'clock in the morning. Terrible time. But that's
Sounds
it.
like a good time.
That's it for Japan, right? We're just waiting for
Pretty
the 2 year.
much. We're just sitting here on our asses with these shitty events waiting for the 2 year.
Speaking of why haven't they started the countdown? I mean, I guess I'm just thinking back to 1 year because we had an entire month like long countdown, and it's in like what 2 weeks, and we have no news on it.
You think the devs forgot?
I mean, I hope so. I don't want this meta gone.
Yeah, it's a pretty good meta right now.
Because I mean, like everything works. It's like mono teams work, heroes and villains work. It's like we're in that like good area to be in, and it's like it's gonna go down the drain
What could they
because
possibly release though that would ruin? Besides just Rainbow Lead, that is like stupid unbroken. Like I think
That's
we
it.
I think we've already kind of gotten a taste of what the Rainbow Lead will be. It's just like a 10% stronger or a like a +1 key 60% everything else kind of leader skill. I think they'll balance it in such a way that it's literally like you have to be. This is a team for like if you only have over in a flash or something, and then that would be about it. I don't think they'd be as powerful as like some of the dudes we got now.
Yeah, you say that, but then Bandai is looking at the date of the 2-year anniversary with dollar symbols for eyes, and they're like, let's make the next lead +3 key and 80% to all stats for everyone.
Shit.
+6 key, 100% stat increase.
What are the chances of it being Super Saiyan 4 and it ruins everything?
I really hope it's not Super Saiyan 4 because I don't want shirtless, tight pants monkey men with eyeliner in my box.
Super Saiyan 4 Goku fulfills the prophecy of GT ruining everything by ruining Dokkan Battle.
I really hope it's just like some heroes thing, like Super Saiyan 2 or 3 Gogeta or Vegeta, or anything else besides GT content.
I hope it's just like, let's make one banner where we make cards that aren't super good. Like, make it like it's going to be Super Saiyan 1 Goku or something, and Super Saiyan 1 Vegeta that are good. That's fine with me. That's all I need.
That'd be pretty good.
Yeah, remember when Strength Super Saiyan 1 Rebirth? Yeah, me either.
He's
Yeah,
forgotten.
what's up with that? That needs to happen here at some point.
As long as, I'm fine with it, because probably if he rebirthed in physical Vegeta would, and it's like, we don't need more Vegeta cards rebirthing.
Who's
We don't need good Vegeta cards.
but now that
It's not like
Vegeta
he would be good anyway.
now that Vegeta's gone, who of the actual main cast still needs a Dokkan festival?
Boss Carrot.
Boss Rabbit,
Of
thank you
the
very
main,
much.
well, it depends on what you consider the main cast. You're talking about Z or Super?
Let's just say in general, I
Whis needs
guess
one.
he does.
Super
Okay,
Saiyan God needs one, please.
that's right. Super Saiyan God does need one.
I
That's
have
what I'm
I
secretly
have
hoping
all
for you.
3 like summon gods, please.
What were we gonna
Let
say,
me
Zen?
Dokkan mine.
What were you gonna say, Zen?
I said that's what I'm secretly hoping that the 2-year is Super Saiyan God Dokkan Fest.
I'd love it so much.
I would too. Like, release, I guess, like a tech one that'd be the main, and all the other 3 Dokkan and physical gets left in the dust.
I guess pretty soon we're gonna start having to go through like how long until the Krillin Dokkan Festival? That's my thing. When are we gonna get the Chiaotzu Dokkan Festival?
April 1st of 2017.
Yeah, I have a feeling that's not happening.
You say that, but they're literally like going, well, let's just do Majin Buu again. That's like literally one of the things that they could do again is let's just do Majin Buu again.
Yeah, but they're gonna do that.
Let's just do full power Frieza again.
This time it's just gonna be the regular Super Boo with nobody absorbed.
That's sad. You know what? That's it for Japan. I don't want to talk about the future anymore.
No, they just have one of those absorptions that was like exclusive to Budokai 2.
Great Saiyaman.
Super Boo with Cell absorbed.
How long until the Great
No.
Saiyaman Dokkan Festival?
I would be fine with that one.
I would actually be okay with that too.
You are.
Here's a sick thing. Anything that makes dumbass characters stronger, I'm kind of good with. But let's end this up with some questions because people actually send in some questions to us. If you don't
Hey,
know,
nice.
if you don't know the email address, I'll say it again. It is impressiveninjaskills@gmail.com. Yes, it is a real email that you can send to us.
Yeah, I feel like the first time you said that, everyone was like, "Well, that's obviously fake."
What another funny Wokey goof. No, it is not a goof. I'm not making up these emails. These are real. All right, let's go. This first one is from Callow92. Hi, team. Great job on the modcast so far. Keep it up. We will. I am yet to pull a
Thank you.
god leader on global. What do you think the chances are that we will get something like the ticket god summon that JP got? If not, would it be worth rerolling my heavily invested account? And thanks, guys. Callow92. I mean, they're gonna
I
get
mean,
that summons.
It's gonna happen.
they'd be stupid not to do it, because, people spend stones on it. I can confirm.
I mean,
People spend stones on that.
yeah, it's true. And except for a select few of those, that ticket summon was a real happy time. I know for me it was. I got so many new SSR units.
I got Omega on my main, and I was happy.
Yeah.
See, the thing is that Japan is too publicized for them to skip something huge like that.
Yeah, they would get
Like, a lot of the global community knows about the Japanese version because all they do is complain about it.
Yeah.
So, like, they to skip something that's being looked forward to that much would, oh my god, streets would burn,
When we
cars
get
would get flipped.
yes, when we get
You
3
thought
more stones than them, they feel like they've been slighted. If you do not give them this ticket system, there will be riots in the streets by like 10 people, but still there will be riots in those streets.
And I mean, plus, even if you wanted to reroll your account, wait until after the ticket banner would come, and if it doesn't come, then reroll because you'll have better options to reroll for by then anyway.
Yeah,
it
it's true.
should come like a tiny bit after Black releases. I remember because Black wasn't on the ticket banner
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's right.
because like he was currently running festival.
I hope that answers your question. Moving on to the
We love you.
next one. Toast, please, at the end of all questions, say "we love you" at the end.
Okay.
What are your opinions on restarting the app in the middle of a fight to redo a turn, or restarting when you land a key spot to change what unit gets key? I find it extremely useful during the World Tournament to restart when they super. Kenny. Thank you.
Take advantage of it. Like, come on, it's in the game. Do it. I mean,
The game doesn't
obviously, it
even
doesn't
tell
want
you
you.
when the enemy is going to super, so don't feel
Yeah.
bad.
Don't feel bad. This is not one of those cases where it's like, oh, is restarting ethical? It is totally. They do
Yeah,
not care.
you're not like game sharking your file for like do what you got to
And
do,
it's like
man.
no one. You're not like getting an advantage over anyone at all.
Think of it like
Yeah, anyone can do it.
Just like modding, it's like a Larson crap. You're not
think
really getting an advantage.
think of it like Dark Souls when you go underneath a character's feet where you learn that you can no longer actually get damage there. All you're doing is exploiting something that the devs looked at and said, "No, that would actually probably be pretty useful about them. Well, you just won't tell them about it."
I love how global it was actually like, hey, please don't do this.
Yeah, when they put that little thing out that was like, "Hey guys, please
This
stop
is the
turning off
thing in
the
the
game."
game. Please don't do it. We want your stones.
That's not a very good idea. But you should not feel bad about doing that, especially since they don't tell you. I will say the only for some reason so this might also explain why I usually don't do a lot of gameplay up on the YouTube channel is that I don't restart when I'm doing my dumbass team fights. I don't restart the app at all. So if I get supered, I have to pray to God that I don't get killed. Otherwise, I have to do the entire fight again. I don't know why I do that to myself. I want to say it's because the capture breaks every time I restart the app. So if you ever wonder, like, how come there's not a lot of gameplay up here, it's because it takes me a long time and sometimes I die. And that's why I have over an hour of footage of me dying to Omega Shenron.
I almost get too lazy to do it now. Like
Yeah.
I'm
I
playing
mean,
Vegeta and I see that he's doing a super, and I'm like, oh, well, I hope I live
Well, that's the
because
other good thing is that monoliths have made it like you can take a super to the face now.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
they do
definitely.
like less than half your health now.
Yep, that basically. Unless you're like merged, unless you're Zack, in which case you will just kill me in one turn. Fucking Zack. Bullshit fucking event. All right, next
we love
question.
you.
Thank
All right, final question. Kyoki here, pronounced like Wokey with a K. I'm on part 3 of Jojo right now and was wondering how far I would have to go before I could watch Modcast 20 without being spoiled. Also, if you have I have man/OK villains, good heroes, and I run a mono agility team. So is it better to go for Vegeta Blue or Black Rose when they come out on Global? Already decided on Rose, but wanted to hear your opinions. Don't watch 20 until you're done with the current anime.
Yeah,
Meaning, yeah,
finish part 4.
finish part 4.
I think we mentioned a couple things about part 5, but it's
Very
like
vague.
they're not.
Very vague. No
What do we
details.
what do we mention like the OP thing?
Yeah. So now that we know more about Vegeta Blue or Black Rose, what do you think? If you have
I mean, it
If
bad
you run
depends
an
on your
villains,
agility team,
bots.
hmm
if you run an agility team, you go for Rose for sure.
yeah. And if you don't have a lot of good villains, the good thing about the Rose banner is that it has every single good villain. So I pulled
And
for speaking from personal experience,
Yeah.
obviously it's going to be different for everyone because RNG. When I pulled for Rose, I got every other good villain but Rose.
Right. Did you ever get Rose?
No,
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I have Zack, who's like Rose.
I'd send you a Rose if I could, because I've pulled a few dupes and I don't need them all. Because it's like I don't see a huge point in unlocking like the 2 paths that like aren't the 3 main upgrades.
But at this point, it's like if you were running mono agility and you don't have a lot of good villains, pull for Rose. Unless you really like, that's in my mind. That's the only real reason, which isn't fair to Vegito Blue because he is a good unit. But the only reason in my mind you pull for Vegito Blue is that you like Vegito Blue.
Heroes almost get better because of cards that aren't him.
They've been doing some stuff. It's just that it's not as. My main problem with Heroes team is that they're very strong, and that's obviously good, but they're not as like fun as villains for some reason to me.
See, I find them more fun after Trunks. Pre-Trunks, I thought they were kind of boring, and you just kind of mash buttons and let it happen.
Uh-huh.
But once Trunks came out, they got a lot of fun.
Okay.
Villains
So
is fun.
I think it may be just because Heroes isn't. It's getting to be 100% there. Like you said, one unit was enough to make Heroes more fun to you, but Rose is real good. I feel like there's some kind of backlash against Rose.
Blacklash.
Yeah, backlash against Rose for some reason, and he doesn't deserve it. He's real good.
He is insanely good. I run villains, and he's the best thing that ever happened to Dokkan.
He's a lot of he makes the Zack team with Rose. I've been running that a lot, and I've been able to make a lot of dumbass villains teams thanks to that. A lot of using World Tournament Teen Piccolo up in the mix.
Excellent card.
Yes. So that's the kind of stuff I'm looking for. And maybe once Heroes gets some more really dumb unit guys, I will definitely go hunting for Vegito Blue. It's only a matter of time at this point.
Villains is gonna be insane once the Mouse Rabbit comes out.
He will be insane. He links with that Teen Piccolo. So that was the last question we got. So again, send your any questions you got to impressiveninjaskills@gmail.com.
When part 5.
Probably don't ask us JoJo questions, but you can ask us. You can ask us anything. Obviously,
Hey, ask us JoJo questions. I'm fine with it.
Ask Zen about Sonic. I'm sure he knows about Sonic.
I do know about Sonic.
He knows that Sonic. Ask Toast about being a kitchen appliance. Ask me about, I don't know, Fantasia. It doesn't matter. Either way.
Yeah.
The life of a kitchen appliance is a very difficult life.
That's it. That's it for questions, and I guess that's it for this podcast. Unless we got any.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds good.
Well, I think leaks come out, I want to say, this week. So hopefully by the time we talk again, year 2 leaks.
I hope so. I'm ready to know.
I'm ready to see what ends the game.
I want to know. Can you show me? I want to know about these future events like me.
It's like this meta has been like the most fun I've had since like I started Dokkan. It's gonna go back to me hating this game and wanting it to die again, probably.
Almost certainly, yes.
It's so sad.
Till then, this is all of us saying goodbye. See
We
you
love
in the
you.
dark. I'm waving goodbye.
We do love you. Thank you, Toast.
Toast loves you the most, but we all love you.
Alrighty, we'll see everyone next time.
Appliances know no hate.